Hey guys, welcome to Sneha's Crafts. In this tutorial, I'm going to show you the Santa Claus Wall Decor. It is made using glitter foam sheet.
Move like the sunlight, darkness can't hold you here. Bold and bright, push through the atmosphere. This is your dawn, this is your break. Move like the jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Dashing through the snow in a one-horse open sleigh.
Start by taking printed picture of Santa. This is on A5 size paper. Take the board same size as the picture, or it can be longer like mine. Take a soft board which you can cut easily with the scissors. But if you are patient enough, you can take the hard board and cut it with the cutter. The picture doesn't have to be good. It can be draft print because it will get covered later. Cut the picture later. First apply glue to the back of the picture. I have applied the glue around the outline of the picture and not to the edges of the paper so that the border of the picture glues on evenly. Also, if you apply glue properly everywhere to the edges of the paper and on the picture, applying glue to the edges of the paper will be of no use because we'll cut it. Spread it outwards as shown. Also, I am using board piece to apply glue. Stick the picture to the board and smooth out air bubbles if any. Now cut the picture out. First roughly cut the borders, then cut the outline of the picture. It's okay if it is not perfect. It will be covered later with foam sheet. By the way, it was really hard to cut this board with scissors. Then cut one more rough printed picture and start cutting parts. First we'll cut the gifts and keep them aside, we'll deal with them later. Then cut same colored parts together and separate the parts of different colors. I'm doing this because it will be easy when sticking them. At first I decided to keep his boots, gloves and red parts of his clothes together. But then I realized the boots and gloves are a bit darker than his clothes, so I separated them. Also, I did that because I had this little piece of bit darker red foam sheet remaining from previous videos. I guess it's darker because it's from the different company. I don't know, to be honest. It was from different retailers though. Also, it is not necessary to have darker red. Don't worry, just don't separate the red parts. Then take a foam sheet and flip it because it will be easy to draw on non-glitter side. And if you are doing this, remember to flip the picture also and then trace it. Repeat the same for all other color foam sheets and parts as well. I am tracing smaller parts first and bigger parts later. You don't have to do that. It doesn't matter what you trace first. Now I know it's lots going on this black foam sheet, but I had this piece remaining and I don't want to waste it. This is the darker red I was telling about. This doesn't have sticky back and other one does. That can be reason also for darker shade. I don't know. Now continue tracing all the other parts. This is the other red I was talking about, which has sticky back. Also, there is no difference in them. You have to notice properly to spot the difference in shade. Then cut the parts out on foam sheet. If you want to hang this, then take a pin and make 2 holes. Then take a soft wire and pass it through the holes from the back side. Pass each end of the wire through each hole and tie the ends on the front side as shown. Skip this step if you don't want to hang it and use the double-sided tape instead. Now start sticking all parts to the picture on the board. Trying hard to get it right. Apply any glue to the foam sheets which don't have that sticky back. Stick the foam sheet directly which have the sticky back. Remember, this foam sheet will stay if you are sticking it on the paper, but you have to use glue if you are sticking it on the top of other foam sheet. If you're sticking it without glue, it will stick, but not for long. It may come out next day only. I have tried this, guys. I don't know if you can notice any difference between the two shades of red. Also, if you remember the picture, I have unintentionally glued the belt buckle ulta. Now for the gifts, do the same as you did to the other parts. That is, cut each gift out separately. Don't cut the ribbons yet. Press them on foam sheet. You can change the colors of the gifts if you want. Like I have changed this white gift to purple because it was too much white in this picture already. Then cut and trace the ribbons on the foam sheet. I choose to keep the ribbons red only. You can change the color if you like. Also, you can change the color of anything, his clothes, his shoes, his gloves. Doesn't have to be just shade. Cut the gifts and ribbons out, stick them to the picture. Then draw the details using marker. I'm using Camelin permanent marker. I'm using this print of the picture for reference. At last, take white gel pen and draw in his eyes the reflection. That's it. The Santa Claus Wall Decor is ready. Enjoy!
We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. The tidings we bring to you and your kid. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Now bring us some figgy pudding. Now bring us some figgy pudding. Now bring us some figgy pudding and bring it out here. The tidings we bring to you and your kin. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. We all like.
If you like this video, then give it a thumbs up, share, subscribe, and don't forget to click on the bell icon for notification. Also follow me on Instagrams to hang out in between the uploads. I have one for Sneha's Craft where I upload all my craft photos, and one is my personal account where I upload all my personal photos.